We all know Bermuda is the king of all grasses. All it needs is sunlight and it will spread like wildfire. But what do you do if you have a shady part of your lawn where Bermuda struggles? I'm going to show you an easy fix. I have a 2-story home where one side is mostly shade for about half a day in the summer, and the amount of sunlight diminishes in the spring and fall. It's causing all types of problems for me because Bermuda roots is not able to fully establish. If you are in this particular situation like me, you might want to consider plugging a new type of grass. Something more shade tolerant. I could have gone with a tall fescue, but I didn't want the hassle of providing extra water in the summertime, and I didn't want to have that green turf mixed in with a dormant turf in the wintertime. And here comes zoysia. I got these Zenith zoysia plugs from a website called zoysiaplugs.com, and it was a very simple process. I just simply placed my order. I ordered 1 tray of these, and it came to my house really fast. It came well packaged in a box. Once I took it out the box, I just laid it out in the patio until I was ready to install them. I did water them and I left them out for about a day or 2. When I was ready to install them, I went to the side of my home where I wanted to plant them. I tried to keep a visual and I wanted them about 1 foot apart. Now you can plant them as close or as wide as you like, it's really up to you, but I find the closer you plant them, the faster they'll fill in. Because zoysia tends to spread very slowly, I find it's beneficial to just plant them more closer together than usual. Now I could have gone with seed, but I didn't want to deal with the hassle of seed where you have to constantly water and then you may not get 100% germination, and you have to also watch out with pre-emergence. You can't apply a pre-emergent when you seed. Now you can use a simple hand shovel for this. All you have to do is dig a hole about 2 inches deep and just as wide as the plant itself, and you just simply plant it in, nothing to it. Now the tool of choice I use is called a Pro Plugger. It simply pulls out the cores itself from the ground and it leaves a wide open space for the zoysia plugs. Once I have all the holes all pre-dug out, I simply took out the zoysia plugs out of the tray and I placed them in the hole itself. I just put them in 1 by 1, and then when I was done, all I did is really step on them. And the reason why you step on them is to provide good soil contact between the plugs and your turf. After the plugs were set in, the next thing I did was water. I watered every day for about a week. After a week, I watered every other day. Then after that, I backed off on the watering. This helped prevent the roots from drying out. As the summer kicks in, I expect the Bermuda to try to take over where the zoysia is. But when fall comes, the Bermuda will be exposed to more shade, and this is when Bermuda will start to back off. And as it backs off, this is where the zoysia will start to take off. Over time, I expect the zoysia to fully establish itself. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take at least a whole growing season. The good thing about zoysia, it's very shade tolerant and will continue to grow as the cold weather hits. It will go dormant, but it will continue to spread when Bermuda tends to go dormant faster. So if you have a heavily shaded area, you might want to consider transplanting with plugs. Plugs are much easier to deal with, and you don't have to deal with the hassle of seeds. Now just do your research and decide what type of plugs you want to use. Whether you choose to go with tall fescue or zoysia, those are the most common choices down south. I hope you found my content useful, and subscribe for more future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.